What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another SLA video. Alright guys, check your mailbox. It's officially in. It's officially in, guys. So you guys can see right over here, we got ourselves 20 custom tickets, 1,000 fabrics, 30 mark of times, 30 mark of times, and 1 million gold. Pretty damn good. Congratulations to the top 3,000 for completing it. I did do it on my pay to win. Honestly, never expected not to do it. Pay to win is it's not about a challenge or not. It's just a matter of combat power. So, am I proud as a pay to win player to finish it? Not really, to be honest. I mean, I am of course because I finished it. But did I expect to struggle? Not necessarily, right? So this is my free to play account though, and I have a couple ideas on how I'm gonna make this work for myself on the One Flames. Hopefully it does. Now, first off, you guys can see my min being A5. Of course, is going to have some challenges to get this done. But what I'm starting to think now, if I can give him some weapons, for example, just boost him up a little bit here. See, that gave me 3,000 power there. Puts him actually ahead of everybody else, surprisingly enough. I don't even know how that happens. I guess it must be the course, because the level 15 course specifically. But you know what I got to do now? I got to give Thomas that same level of love. So let's just go ahead and change that for Thomas and give him this one instead. And that should boost him a little bit more. Actually, you know what? It didn't boost him anymore. What just happened there? Look at that. It made Thomas actually lose combat power. Let me go back here for a second. If I could put this back in. Yeah, look at this. Thomas actually gained power. Min lost it. So it looks like for some odd reason, Min has the most power. You know what I think the reasoning behind that is though? Is because of his whole gear setup versus their gear setup, which is like armed versus obsidian, right? So if I were to take this out, it might help. Now let's just go back here for a second and double check. Now, a couple things to note about this going forward, okay? If you are somebody who is serious about doing hard mode as a free-to-play player, this is going to upset some of you to say, but I think the only one of the only ways to actually be ahead of the game and do things correctly without having to worry about combat power is focusing on gates more. And the reason why that's going to matter very much for you is because your battle tier will increase better and faster if you were to be able to get your gates and your armory up. So specifically your shadows and your armory. Right now, my remnant power, for example, is another big problem, and it's something that I have to focus on as well. But because my army was only 83 out of 95, that's a big detriment to my account, and of course the armory itself being an issue as well too, right? So keep that in mind as well. Like you see my armory here. I don't have everything at level 7. I've only got 131, 853, and there's a lot more work to be done on the armory in order to advance it, right? So there's quite a bit of legwork, so to say, to complete this before I can move on and do anything else. So there's another increase right there in the armory, and it's just a matter of time. It's going to happen eventually. But is my account able to finish hard mode as it is now, even with the nerf? Unfortunately not. Now, if you are somebody who is a spender, I do want to mention this real quick because it just came out, okay? So if you go to the content creator program, we just got a brand new code for you guys. So guys, click that support button if you have not done so. I've been sending out codes all morning. You guys can check out the code section, but I'm going to go ahead and log in and show you guys the newest code. I have one more code to send out, and that's 1,000 essence stones. Most of you already got it, but give me a few seconds here. Let me log in and I'll show you guys the brand new code that's out, and this way you guys can take advantage of it as pay to win players. It's a pretty big discount actually, and one that we normally get through special means. This one is going to now be available for you guys to actually take advantage of right away. So let me just go in here, my page, go into my own page here, and right here you guys can see we've got ourselves a brand new code that I've been sending out. Everyone got it this morning, and that is a web shop 30% discount code for the next 7 days. So if you are a pay to win player or somebody who is planning to spend at all, take advantage of this web shop. I've sent the rest of these codes out to you guys this morning: skill scrolls, mana power extract, essence stones 500, mana power crystals, weapon enhancement gear 3, mana imbued fabrics, skill runes. I'm on my way of just completing this 1,000 essence stones to all the players, so that will be done this morning as well, and all the codes should be sitting in your support page. So click on that support section. There's a tutorial I always send out with it. Go in there, go under the coupon history tab, and get yourself your codes, guys. They're a pretty big deal. So now with that being all done, right, what's next? So outside of the armory, outside of the shadow, what else do I have that I can do to improve? If you look at my gems, right, majority of my gems are almost all A5, almost, like, or tier 5, I should say, not A5, sorry, tier 5. And some of them are still missing. right? And I mean, the reason why I haven't put them in is because they're just not the right fit ones, and I don't want to lose combat power just to put tier 5. So there's some work to be done in the gems, but that's such a minimal upgrade. The Remnants of Power, as I mentioned, is in fact going to be a big one, so I do have to go back and start doing Brawn a little bit more just to get this to 50. Guys, it does impact your account quite a bit, so it is definitely worth going back and doing some Brawn. And of course, getting yourself level 120 weapons is going to be a big one, as well as getting yourself your Hunter weapons up. Now, because my Hunters are struggling the most at the moment, it would make the most amount of sense for me to put effort into like Thomas's, right? Thomas's would be the next in line to get a boost. So right here, I've got 3 out of 2. If I want to boost this one up, for example, right, I go in here, get Thomas's up. I need, what, 5? Was it 5 or something? Whatever. I'm going to need some more light anyways. So let's just put Thomas's up for a sec, okay? Let's just... It's either Thomas's or Chaw's. It's not really... It doesn't really matter which one I decide. I'm going to use either or as my DPS, but I'm going to go with Thomas here because I enjoy Thomas's gameplay more, right? So there's Thomas's increase, and that's going to now boost my overall CP as well once I get it to 110. You guys can see his defense went up, 591. That should boost about another 1,000 or so. All right, also going back here, having to switch over to a curse set, right, rather than armed will help as well, but I've got to build a brand new curse set with defense penetration, and that should boost my attack power as well. So that's another big one too. And then of course, we just got ourselves some custom tickets. Getting yourself some extra copies of the units you need are going to be a big deal, because every advancement you have up to A10 will actually boost your account up to 3,000, right? So there you guys go. There's a summon right here. Let's hope I get a Thomas or a Min, and that should help me with my account and help me push further in terms of what I need. So let's just see what happens here. Okay, so we got one SSR. Let's see what that SSR is. It's a weapon. Oh man, what a way to go backwards. Okay, so I've got another one here. No, I'm just joking. No, I'm not just joking. I'm pretty pissed about that. But there you guys go. So you know that's not going to happen, obviously. And in regards to weapons, I am using 2 free-to-play weapons, so that's not going to help me at all. I could start focusing on getting myself the light Wukong staff. Unfortunately, we're not going to get it to A5 or up anyway, so that's not going to help. And having 31 tickets and only 15k right now is not going to be enough for Daikana A any further, and I don't have the proper fire team to support myself. So what are my best options? I got to get lucky. I gotta get some of these tickets. I'll try one more for 1 ticket here. See if I get some luck. And nope, we get Song again. So yeah, those are my biggest downfalls. This is where I'm going to struggle the most. But hey, you know what? We got you guys some coupons. If you are somebody who plans to spend, please use that 30% coupon. Take advantage of it. It's there. Right now, guys, if I want to really focus on getting my free-to-play account boosted further, I have to start doing Remnant Power. I'm going to have to start breaking cores. I'm going to have to start focusing on Shadow of Armies. I'm going to have to start focusing on my armory, which means a lot more gates, which means I'm going to have to spend a lot more time farming gates, and it's just really difficult to do if you are somebody who is a content creator, because you have to showcase units for as a free-to-play account, or if you are, trying your best to at least keep up with the meta, to be able to at least do easy and normal modes, right? But I'm still sticking to my guns that combat power is everything in this game, and having A10s and having yourself the ability to keep up with that combat power is going to benefit you in the long run as a player. A lot of you guys didn't agree with me when I first said it, but now a lot of you guys are seeing that it is in fact true. That is where most of the gripe for the community is as players, and I continue trying to help you guys understand that the more combat power you have, no matter what unit it is, the more chance you will, if you have the proper setup, to complete content, right? Versus not having it. All right, folks, let me know where your free-to-play is at. I'm going to keep trying for the 6,000. I'm not giving up. This is my goal. I want to get into the 6,000. If I don't, not a big deal again. I wasn't planning to finish this hard mode within the 6,000, but I've got a renewed vigor now, so to say, and I want to see if it's doable if I focus a little bit on certain things. Now, the guild spear for SJW should still be okay, but I do definitely have to focus on getting myself some cores, and especially my remnant power up. So I'm gonna have to go back to farming some Baron for a bit and have to ignore my level 15 cores for a little bit of time for the time being. All right, folks, thank you again for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.